Ian, if I was going to do that, we wouldn't be here right now. But she didn't want him making any calls until she had a plan, and while one was in the process of forming, it wasn't fully developed yet. He sighed. All right. Just don't sit where someone looking in can see you. Right. She pulled her gaze away from him and took note of the layout of the store as she made her way to the ladies' room. Once inside, she kept her eyes down and head averted. One other person stood at the sink washing her hands. Jackie slipped into the nearest stall and hung the backpack on a hook. She took the baseball cap from her head and pulled her hair up into a ponytail, then threaded the mask through the opening of the ball cap. She heard the other occupant leave. After finishing her business, she stepped out of the stall, washed her hands, then exited the restroom. With a glance around to make sure no one was watching her with any real interest, she strolled down the aisle and slipped into position near the employees-only door. With careful deliberation, she perused the books on the nearby shelf. It cost her about a 10-minute wait, but her patience finally paid off. She just hoped Ian was still waiting on her and hadn't decided she'd turned him in. She got the information she needed and made her way back to the booth, pulling off the backpack and sliding in opposite Ian, where he had 2 cups of coffee and 2 pizzas waiting. Okay, I know you want to call your brother, but I don't think it's a good idea. He stiffened. Why not? Think about it. The first people law enforcement are going to contact are your relatives, checking anyone who'd be willing to harbor a fugitive. He went quiet and shoved his wallet back into his pocket, picked up one of the 2 cups of coffee he'd placed on the table and took a sip. Jackie took note of the phone charging, just like she'd asked. She reached for the coffee. Thanks. Sure. After a big sip that burned all the way down, she placed her cup on the table and reached for one of the pizzas. Smart. What? Getting food while we can. Oh, I was just hungry, and I didn't want to eat in front of you. She nodded to his pizza box. Didn't want to share either, I take it. He finished off his second piece in just about as many seconds. No way. You always were stingy when it came to your food. He snickered, but his mirth didn't reach his eyes. And you were always a mooch. I learned my lesson early on to get you your own food. Jackie finished half the pizza and pushed the box away from her. He looked at the remaining half. You gonna eat that? Now who's the mooch? She teased. She slid the food in front of him. He got started on her half, and she got up to throw the other box away. All the while, her eyes never rested. She let them slide over the faces of the people nearest her, then back to Ian. He had his attention focused on the window while he chewed. His forehead creased, and she couldn't help wonder if he was seeing anything other than his internal thoughts. Standing near the trash can, Jackie stuck her hand into the pocket of her sweatshirt and wrapped her fingers around her personal cell phone. She debated. A quick call or a short text would bring help, and probably the people tracking them. If her face was already on the evening news, she had no doubt they had the ability to ping her phone. But that might not be a bad thing, right? Get them out in the open, have backup waiting on them, and grab them. Then again, their actions screamed power. Did she want to blatantly mess with that? Or perhaps be a bit more subtle? Jackie tugged at the brim of her own cap and bit her lip while she studied Ian. Subtlety wasn't exactly her forte.